first off, guys, I want to thank you for joining us and being able to, educate someone who is probably considering moving to Belize, or whether it's a vacation or retirement. I just want to thank you guys for joining us, and hopefully we can help some of them make that decision by exploring what your experience was like. All right. So, guys, today we have Miss Sharon and Mr. Charles with us, sharing their experience about moving to Belize. So first off, do you guys want to share who you guys are, how this entire process started for you guys?
Sure. You want to start?
Well, I think basically Charles got the ball rolling. We were looking at where we could move to that would be close to the United States because we have family there. We didn't want to be too far away from that. And I thought, okay, great. I'm retired. He's still working. And I said, okay, you look at what you think and let me know, and let's check it out. So that's how it started.
Yeah, really, that's how it started. About 3 years ago, the whole concept of relocating really, started rolling, and we decided, let's take a look at Belize.
So you guys are saying that this entire process started more like curiosity? Or was it a trip to Belize, or?
Well, it started off with a trip to Belize. So he actually was here for the very first time, and then COVID kind of got in the middle of everything, put it on hold. So we had some other things that put it on hold, and we both came a second time, and we came for a solid 3 weeks, and went to Placencia and came to here to see what the differences were, and ultimately decided, this was the better choice for us. San Pedro.
So for our viewers who are watching, when you guys decided to purchase, was this something that you guys were planning to use as a vacation or a retirement property?
I think a little bit of both. A lot of people start out with vacation in mind, like I would like to come here and visit when it's cold or whatever, but we were coming from South Florida, so it was never really cold. And so for us, it was more vacation and retirement. Like Sharon said, she's fully retired. So we were looking for a place that was close to the ocean, sort of the same climate, but really an immersion amongst, the people, the being around a more Caribbean vibe or a feel. So, and relaxing. So I guess that is vacation and retirement tied into one.
Well, for some of our viewers, I know that for people who actually do go through with the process, it definitely starts out as something that they hope to use it as a vacation property, and for others, which is a good chunk of people as well, it's more of an investment property. So we've seen a little bit of both. Now, what inspired you guys to explore Anbergris Ski?
I think it was like we had started at Placencia, which is a beautiful town. And but it was a little smaller than we were looking for. And Charles had been here before, and he said, "Well, it's bigger. It's a bigger. San Pedro's a bigger town, and we weren't quite ready for something so small." So we chose San Pedro, and that was the first reason that really got us here.
Was that, and then as we spent more time, we realized just how expansive San Pedro is. I mean, compared to Placencia, it's smaller, but it's expansive because it's long. It's a total different feel up north, Secret Beach, and a totally different feel in town and down south at Playa de Sala. So you got such a diversity in just the culture on the island, in the food, and the interaction, and just the setup itself. You have the beach where you can walk. I mean, it's nice to get out in the morning and just walk from one end to the other, stop, have a coffee, and then turn around and walk back. It's just, that is itself was something that you just really can't enjoy a lot of places,
So I guess you've already dived in a little bit as to why you chose Grand Colony. So yeah, tell us a little bit more about that, because you guys did purchase in Grand Colony Resort, and for some people that don't know where Grand Colony is, it's about 2 miles south from San Pedro town center. But despite being 2 miles south, you are still relatively surrounded by grocery stores, restaurant. The resort itself, it's beautiful. So
yeah, I mean, really proximity. One of the key things was the ability for Sharon to walk, to be able to walk on the beach and enjoy her walking on the beach. And we get that in handfuls here. She can walk down south, she can walk up north. The proximity to grocery stores and just all type of stores, you know, you really can get fresh fruit at 3 or 4 stands, you know, within 100 or so yards of here. And being able just to walk.
Yeah, and also you encounter more people down here. I mean, up north is beautiful. You have, and it's growing and it's expanding. But I find that just being able to walk downtown, you interact with folks, local folks, with tourists who have questions, and you can just sit at a coffee shop and, hey, are you know, how long have you been here? And can you answer this question for me? And so I really enjoy the interaction, which we find here, being closer to town and being able to walk into town and seeing some regular folks. And so that's one of the things I really enjoy about living down here in the Grand Colony. And again, we're only a mile and a half or 2 miles from town, so it's a very nice walk.
I have to ask, what was the experience like working with myself? And in this particular one, we had Donna and just Compass. What was that like, going through the purchase experience?
I tell you, I couldn't have asked for a better organization. And a lot of people will just say that, but we truly mean that. It was from the time we had the first phone call with you until, I mean, I tell you the story earlier about how no one really goes out of their way, We were worried about rain and things like that. So she volunteered to come with me at night in a rainstorm, so I would feel comfortable, you know, looking around and that everything was fine. And we got a chance to walk out at night just to make sure that I wasn't worried about Sharon walking out at night. I mean, that level of just care, it's hard to find. And that's Dana. And then yourself, you know, a lot of people offer to take you and show you around. I mean, but you actually, you and your mother took us around and showed it. So you just can't get that. So we were impressed with that, and just the level of comfort we felt with you and the whole Compass organization. I just can't say enough good things about you, and speak highly of you when people ask who we chose and who we work with. So. And
we were, you know, we had a budget in mind, and we really couldn't go above that budget. And so Dana was great in showing us places in that budget, this being one of them, which worked out great. So she really listened to what we had to say. She knew I wanted to be near the beach. That's why we were moving here. So she took in consideration all those factors when it came to showing us property, and she spent so much time with us and drove us around, and really couldn't have asked for better customer service.
Yeah, absolutely.
Absolutely.
Also, what did you guys love most about San Pedro? Because for many people that don't know, Ambergris Key, it's quite big.
Yes, it is. Yes,
and
it is.
The island itself, or the key, it's called Ambergris Key. But San Pedro town is the town within Ambergris Key, right? So a lot of people hear about Secret Beach, they hear about the north side that's being developed, but why San Pedro?
Well, I think, and I'll start, but I think restaurants. I mean, the food choices here, it's fresh. There, you know, and there's preservatives. We've enjoyed and loved every meal I think we've had here.
You have not had a bad meal.
No, it's quite amazing. And then again, the people that we interact with, walking around town, going to the festivals, like Christmas time. We spent Christmas here, New Year's here. So we so enjoyed just being a part of the experience of San Pedro and what it offers. So we've really tried to immerse ourselves as much as we can with getting moved down here and all that entails to just experience the town and enjoy what it has to offer. And it has a lot to offer.
Yeah, the amenities are great. And I mean, we keep saying it, it's the people that really seal it. I mean, I'm full of these little one-off stories. And one day I was driving, you know, fairly new, driving a cart in town, and I turned the wrong way on a one-way street. And 2 ladies with their bags stopped, put the bags down, came and jumped in the cart and told me to turn around and go the other way. I mean, you just don't get that in a lot of places. People will look at you, but let you go on your way. So, and we've encountered that level of friendliness in every aspect, in the restaurants, walking on the street, in the stores, sitting at the beach. I mean, you can sit at anyone's beach within proximity here, and they will allow you. They will come and ask you, do you need anything?
That's true. Another part is these are public beaches, so it doesn't matter where you are on the island. It's a
you can enjoy the beach.
Which means everybody, families, everyone is included in enjoying. Which we love to see the kids and the families out there playing on the beach, in the water.
That's a really good point. So Belize has this thing, what we call Queensland, which is about 60 to 66 feet, which is considered public area, and that's in the beach, right? So anyone can walk within that 60 to 66 feet, and it's public, right? So it's
exactly
anyone can enjoy.
Anyone can enjoy it, and on great days with the climate, the weather, and everything, you should definitely. We highly recommend it.
There we go.
We love it.
We talked about this before we started. What was the experience like moving in here to your new place?
I think with most moves, it is stressful. There's really no way to remove all the stress. But it was a lot less stressful. I mean, with your help, with Dana's help, and just shipping. It's interesting getting things to the island, and there's more than one step to get things to the island. And once you adopt the little more laid-back attitude that you're on vacation, you're retiring, there's no need to have it right now, it makes it a world of, definitely much more pleasurable and not as stressed. So, but hiccups you will have, things showing up when you're not expecting them to, and things not showing up when you want them to, but all in all, at the end of the day, everything arrived like it was supposed to. All the stores helped us, get things in, and you go with it. You set your expectations appropriately, and you'll never be disappointed. It's been not bad.
Yeah, and everyone was very helpful, bringing in the furniture and so considerate and kind and friendly, and no issues from that standpoint for sure.
No. And Grand Colony is a well-built location, and it has a lot of amenities, adjacent to it. So that also helped. We weren't starting from scratch, in a well-established area like the middle of town, like we are. So.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's nice to we have restaurants right near us, which is really nice. We can just walk to. So.
Especially when your pots don't show up.
Yes.
When your pots and dishes don't show up when you think they should. So, having restaurants close by.
It was very helpful.
So, would you guys recommend Belize to any of your friends or family members?
Oh, not only would we have.
There we go.
Not only, and not just to our friends and family. I find when I travel for work or for whatever, when people ask, well, where do you live or where are you going, where you're coming from, the conversation immediately goes to San Pedro. And they were like, oh, you mean Belize? Like, yes, I mean Belize. And they want to know, how do you like it? What do you think? And I encourage everyone, come visit. It really is that paradise you want, that ideal that you have in your head of what it's like to be on permanent vacation, permanent retirement, but still can work if you want. I mean, it encompasses everything.
Yeah, plus we're very comfortable here.
It's so true.
My son came down to visit for a couple of weeks, and he said, it's a simple life here. And we just really enjoy how comfortable we are here, and the interactions we have with everyone here. So that's I think one of the things we really enjoy.
He said this is how life should be, or something.
This is how life should be.
Yeah, he said this, and this is from it's not lost on anyone who visits here just how special this place is, how inviting the people is, how nice the climate is. It's just not lost. And for people who consider coming here, for a visit, come. You'll love it enough to want to stay.
Yeah.
It really is that kind of place.
There you go, guys. Anything else you'd want to tell our viewers? The time is yours.
Well, I know there's a lot of people that use Facebook that they want to get answers to their questions, so that was kind of helpful for us a little bit, just to be able to get some questions answered.
That's a good
about
point.
The island. And you'll find that people that are from different parts of the world that are here are more than willing to help and answer any questions that we can. So folks like us, again, just walking around town when someone has a question, oh, you live here. Well, what made you decide to live here? Very similar questions as to what you asked. And we're always happy to answer as best we can and answer any questions they might have. So I do find that people like us that have decided to live here, we all answer the questions about the, very similarly. Just enjoy
really
the
do.
same
Just
thing.
enjoy the same thing. It's amazing. Even those on vacation, when you run into them and you realize why they're here, you can tell a lot of them are like trying to find a way to make this a permanent move. They're like, I think we can do this in 5 years. We can do this in 6 years. Some are like, well, we'll just move now and the kids will find us. So, but yeah, I just think it's such a, it's such an all-encompassing. It just makes, it's the way it should be. You're at peace a lot more times here than you are at any other place I've ever experienced.
There you go. Well, guys, once again, thank you for sharing that experience with us, and I'm sure our viewers will enjoy hearing this, and hopefully it also motivates them to make that decision if they're considering Belize. Guys, I think Ambergris definitely has taken you guys in, and I could see from the way you guys expressed that you love it here, love Grand Colony. I guess it has everything you guys needed. Right?
It did not just need things you just don't think you need. It's here, just the proximity to the beach, and when you walk to the beach, everyone greets you. Everyone says hello. We feel safe, secure, but we don't feel like we're locked away. You don't feel like there's walls up. It definitely is, inviting.
Be any kind of a reference that you ever need, if someone has
someone has a question. Here we are.
There you go. So it's not only a place to live, but a vibrant community that you guys love.
Exactly.
Guys, thank you for sharing your experience with us. The way you guys have expressed yourself, it definitely goes to show that San Pedro town, and more specifically Grand Colony, it's not only a place that you guys live, but also a vibrant community that you guys are a part of now.
Absolutely.
And if you guys, the viewers, ever consider moving to Belize or are here visiting, do consider us. My name is Gabriel, and we hope to see you here in San Pedro fairly soon.